Hi, I'm Don, and this is The Hobbyist Geek. Welcome back, y'all! Today we are continuing our Metal Earth Batman journey, and we have moved on to the pieces that I have been so looking forward to building. Alright, we've got basically a two-part finale here. Assuming, of course, that I can do both pieces in one video each, we'll see. But these are the final pieces in the Batman line, and it's two parts. And part one, the Tumbler from the Dark Knight. This is a premium series model, so it's going to be larger, it's painted, more detailed. I can't wait. So when we bring you on in, we'll take a look at the packaging and see what comes inside. Okay. So here is the packaging for the Tumbler, the Batman Tumbler here. And just look at that beast. This thing looks incredible. This looks absolutely awesome. It's not my favorite Batmobile. I still say the Michael Keaton 1980s one is better, but you can't deny the presence of this thing. I mean, this is awesome. Definitely intimidating on the road. Got that wonderful thrust in the back and that exceptional Bat Cycle ejection system. This obviously is strictly vehicle mode. We'll see how we get along. Taking a look down here, you can see there's some laser etching on here. I don't see any slots though, so I'm a little concerned some of these details are going to be straight up flat details and just laser etched in. We will have to get into the build, of course, later and see. 3-sheet model, however, these premium series have effectively double length sheets. So compared to the other models we've been doing, this is kind of like a 6-sheet model. So there is that as well. On the back side here, the Dark Knight trilogy. Looks like it is a 7 out of 10 difficulty with 165 pieces. Now, the last spotlight we did had, I think it was 47 pieces after I counted them all up. A lot of them very small, of course. So this is significantly larger than that. About 4 times as much, give or take. Maybe a little more. I don't know if the pieces are going to be small, big. We'll have to open it up and find out. We've got a nice rear view of this thing, and just look at this, man. This is awesome. And that thruster looks amazing. I really hope it comes out looking like that too. The all black kind of scares me a little bit. When I did the Black Pearl build with all black metal, it was really difficult to see where the slots were, so it made it a much more difficult build than it could have been, but we shall see. We've got a nice image here of the actual vehicle. I think that's an image of the actual vehicle, and of course an animated, or not animated, but cartoon version of Batman right there. So cool. Let's open this up and see what we got. And here's what we get inside. So we've got our 3 double length sheets of metal here. These pieces look fairly large on this one. Just about everything is painted black, though this is a really cool black. I don't know if it's showing up too well. It looks like it is on the screen here, but on camera. But this is like got that glittery look, kind of like what we found in the Transformers line. So it's not just straight black. It's got that glittery reflective look to it, which is awesome. That is incredible. So that is going to be nice. All of these pieces look fairly large. I mean, yeah, we got that. A couple little ones, but for the most part fairly large. Here is where all the small pieces are, apparently. So we've got little things like this, well, actually, that looks like a much larger piece. Ooh! I didn't even catch this on the first go. Looks like Metal Earth actually Yeah, it goes this way. Numbered the pieces on the metal this time. That is awesome, actually, and unusual for them. Usually there's no labeling of the pieces on the metal. So this is new. It's a new feature there. And I like it. I like it a lot. Over here, pretty much more of the same. Not too much to speak of there. You can see right here, that's got to be the windshield. And we've got our copyright right there. So nice, nice, nice. As far as instructions go, we actually get 4 sheets of instructions this go around. So definitely a far more complicated model. Here is the first sheet. Of course, we've got our parts labeling right there. Basic instructions, and here we are at the beginning. Man, oh yeah, these images are very large, very detailed. They're going to be very easy to follow as well. So no issues with these whatsoever. That's probably why we have 4 sheets, because the print is so large on these, and that's great. That's wonderful. And it does look like it continues throughout the other pages. So lots of very large, highly detailed pictures to get this thing together. This is going to be so much fun. Now, I can't promise it, but I really am going to do my best to get this puppy together in a single day here, and so therefore a single video. But that's not going to happen unless I cut some parts out and we actually get started. So let me do that. And here it is, the Dark Knight Metal Earth Batman Tumbler, fully assembled and looking pretty good. I will say this does look quite nice. Now, this is not a 7 out of 10 difficulty model. This is 8 at least, 9 possibly. This is an incredibly difficult model to build. The level of complication is insane, and in a lot of cases, for no apparent reason, it just is. It's just complicated for the sake of being complicated. The instructions are not as good as I'm used to with Metal Earth models, which is a little unfortunate, to be honest. It really, really is. I'm kind of surprised I was able to get this done in, the time allotted for a single video. I mean, this is definitely an all-day affair when you put in, cutting all the pieces out and editing it and everything just for this one model. But it definitely has some issues. One of the big issues that I had with it was the paint. The paint on this thing comes off with a slight touch. And there are certain areas where it has just come off completely. It's unfortunate. It definitely impacts the look. Let me go ahead and pull this in and we'll show you some details. Okay, so one of those areas where the paint comes off, and you can kind of see it back here, is on these the suspension back here. Okay, when you're rolling it, the paint likes to flake off, and I looked online. This is a common problem, not just on mine. So be aware of that. And a lot of the paneling along here, they're separate pieces for no real reason. Right here, for example, there's a seam right here because this and this are different pieces. Okay, this and this are different pieces. Why? Why are they different pieces? No idea. Doesn't make any sense. And yet, there it is. There's this fold right in here that was the next best thing to impossible to do. It's a separate piece, actually 2 separate pieces that go in there, and just trying to figure out how to appropriately fold that and get it in place was insane. The instructions are not clear on that at all. Of course, the whole thing's this shiny metallic black, which is nice. I do like the glitter effect, and the shade of black is appropriate for this vehicle. There are some things that, like if you're holding it at just the right angle, it looks like it's gapping. When it's not, that's actually solid. It's just the black is sucking all the light in. The windows from certain angles also look like they're black. Like right here, it looks like it's just solid black, but that's actually a silver window there. So the windows just kind of meld in with the rest. They don't pop in any way, for the most part. You do have these little like piston things all over the vehicle. That's kind of cool. It is. It's a nice little touch. They're not the easiest things in the world to get done. The supports up here for these, fins, wings, whatever you want to call them, are very, very thin, easily breakable. And for that matter, these pistons, the way they're assembled, oh my God. Be very careful when you're assembling these things. They love to just fall off. and then you have to put them back on, and then they'll fall off again, and then you have to put them back on. It's annoying. Oh my God, is it annoying? But I got it on. I did manage that. There is, some good little painted detail. Like up in here, you can see some, circular bits there. There's some cut detail, like the holes that are up in here. The thruster here looks awesome. I mean, it really does. The tire treads, incredible. I mean, this looks amazing. The two sides are just replicas of each other, just mirror images. So no real need to show all the details on both sides. I will say this, I love these little, I don't know, wheel wells, hubcaps, whatever you want to call them. Those are awesome. Those are awesome. Don't do them in the way the directions want you to, though. What they want you to do is you roll up the base and then put on this flat cap here, and then each of these little ones they want you to put in afterwards. Don't do that. Okay, I put in all these little bits here first, then rolled up the base, and then put on the cap. So much easier to do it that way. On the front end, you can see we've got that suspension and piston work detail down in there, in that beautiful orange color that only shows up sometimes. Along with the suspension here, and of course the wheels themselves. That's quite nice. The front end definitely looks great. And on the other side, nothing, just flat. No undercarriage detail whatsoever here. Not sure why we got so much detail on the smaller models, and then we got none on this. Just, I don't know. Doesn't make any sense. I'm not going to argue too much, given the complication involved in making this piece, because that would have just added to it, and I'm happy I didn't have to deal with that. So, I mean, it's sad when you are like, oh, well, I'm glad I don't have more of this model to build, but it is what it is. It's also significantly smaller than I thought it would be. That is a premium model. That is another premium model. Okay, you can see the scale difference here. Okay, the Ecto 1 is way taller and longer. Sure, the Tumbler here is wider, but not by a significant margin. So in the end, I mean, this is a much smaller piece. And, it's unfortunate. It really is unfortunate. To give you another idea of scale, there is the 1980s Batmobile. So you can see it is quite a bit bigger than that one. So that's good. You know what? Here. We'll do this too. That is the Dark Knight bat signal. So, we've got that as well for scale. Anyway, that's really about all I got for today. Only one piece left in this Metal Earth Batman line, and it is going to be a doozy. I can't wait. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please remember to like, share, subscribe, maybe leave a comment below, and I will see you next time. Have a great day.